Hi, this is Mike with SBBG Kendo, and we're here with a mitt holding video for single kick attacks. Now this includes our hooking kicks and also our thrusting kicks. We want to make sure that our safety of the mitt holder is always in our mind, and we also want to make sure that we are holding mitts correctly so our partner is maximizing their training experience. Similar to our mitt holding for punching, we want to make sure that we have our two guidelines of safety and placement. And now we will further break those points down as we demonstrate. Now we're going to walk you through this, and I have Gilbert here assisting me in demonstrating. We're going to start off with our hook kick, which is what we call it in Jeet Kune Do. You may know it as the round kick or the roundhouse kick. And we're going to start by getting into our fighting measure. Gilbert's going to be throwing with his left leg to the mitt. I'm going to be in a left lead stance. This helps me in a couple ways. When I hold the mitt, I'm able to remove my leg as a target. I want to make sure that the mitt is a good distance away from my groin and my leg to avoid being hit. I'm going to have my other hand supporting the mitt holding hand. I also want to make sure that my elbow is bent, as when I take kicks, there's less chance of hyperextending. And you can hold with your left hand. However, you're going to feel a bit more pressure and more strain in the shoulder when you take kicks and you're not able to reinforce. So from here, again, I have the mitt a nice safe distance and I'm reinforcing. Go ahead. Good, now we're going to cover our rear hook kick. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch places so you as the viewer can get a better angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my stance to a right lead stance, as Gilbert is throwing with his right leg now. I'm switching hands that's holding the mitt. Again, I'm keeping my elbow bent, keeping the mitt a good distance away from my groin and my thigh, and I'm going to reinforce with my rear hand. Now Gilbert and I are going to square off and we're going to cover midline hook kicks. Gilbert's going to be in his left lead. I'm going to be in my left lead as well. I do want to mention that you can hold in your left hand. You just want to make sure that we're not holding the mitt and your forearm parallel to the ground, as his toes can wrap around the mitt and strike me in the forearm. So we want to have a nice angle, so in the case that his toes do wrap around, they're not striking you. When we hold in the right hand, we're going to be holding at an angle down from the elbow. So this naturally provides safety for our forearm. I do want to make sure that I'm reinforcing with my left hand, and I also want to make sure that I'm holding the mitt far enough from my body so I don't take any kicks. Good, we've covered our hook kicks, and now we're going to get into our thrusting kicks, which include our straight and our side kicks. First up, we're going to start off with our lead straight kick. So Gilbert and I are going to square up. So a bit of note here, generally when we train we use a shield or tie pads, and as the mitt doesn't provide the same amount of resistance, the training partner still can get the same amount of pop in the mitt as long as they're hitting at palm level. So I'm going to stay and remain in my right lead stance. This provides it so that Gilbert does not collide with me when he comes in with his straight kick. He's generally going to be aiming at the midsection, so I'm going to hold at my midline. Thanks for watching. I wish you continued success in your training. To further learn about mitt holding, look for our video on single punch attacks and combination.